Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Good morning and welcome to Thursday. We're going to hang out with the trees today. Oh my gosh, what a late start for me. It's after 9:30. There was a bit of a snowstorm, so when I woke up this morning, we did not have electricity, which means there was no heat, no lights, and no reason to get up. But then even after the electricity came back on, I still couldn't find a reason to get up. The bed was just too cozy, and I was having fun looking out, watching like these snow tornadoes in the air, like just really blistery, snowing and blowing. So that is our day today. I was focusing outward in the neighboring property. They have this magnificent tree. I'm not even sure what it is. I think it's a maple maybe, but it's huge. I'd actually have to double check that. It might be a maple, but it might be something different too. But anyways, right to the left, that is funny. Right to the left of this huge magnificent tree, I guess they cut down this smaller tree because now it's just like timber. It's just laying on its side. And, you know, kind of sad scene, but hey, maybe there was a reason for it. Maybe it was rotten and dead inside, like some people I know. But anyways, yeah. So now we're going to hang out with the trees. I'm like, wow, am I even up for this? But it's like, hey, the trees might have something they want to talk about, and it ain't about you. All you got to do is show up and be the microphone. And yes, but I do want to say that a lot of things were shown to me yesterday. If you did not get a chance to manifest more beginnings, you might want to, because we must have done a little magic work yesterday, declaring and proclaiming to the universe that we were ready for something new. Because I did attract, or actually stumble upon, find, it was sitting there waiting for me whenever it was the right time, whenever I was ready. But I did make a new friend, and he's a Reiki practitioner, and I had a really great conversation last night. And I was like, so I did manifest a new beginning, perhaps, a new friendship. And I even said that specifically yesterday in the podcast. So it's always nice to see how, like, we're getting great messages, we're hanging out, we're having a good time, we're having a laugh occasionally, we're doing our energy work, we're progressing in life, and then every once in a while, our lives actually start to like show some physical evidence that this energetic work is affecting our reality. So I did actually manifest a new beginning yesterday, and I'm also beginning, because it was really suggested to me through a Tina Louise Spalding channeling, that I have to be, if I'm ready, I really have to be honest with myself where I'm not being honest with myself. So I have done a serious amount of contemplation yesterday and last night and well into the wee hours. I could not sleep last night. I just could not sleep. I had every intention to sleep, but I still saw 3 a.m. for sure. So I might just take it easy today. We'll just have an easy, quick, hey, do the trees even have anything they want to talk about? Maybe not. Maybe we'll just turn around and go home. Oh wait, I already am home. And then, yeah, I really want to read my Eckhart Tolle book. I really want to meditate today. I really want to just do some things where, like, I know the things that energetically hold me, right? So that's the kind of things I'm going to be doing today, connecting with my inner guidance and my divine guides, and really just praying and asking for things to be shown to me. And then I need to put on my big girl pants and be able to, I asked for it. I asked for things to be shown to me, and now like be a big girl about it, because there are some things that I really do need to let go of in my life, probably sooner than later. All right, so I just had this deck out yesterday. It's the Soul Trees Oracle cards by Allison Williams Yee. I think we'll put these Archangel sigils out today because we had Archangel Michael yesterday, and I'm trying to think which one is his. I think it's that one. Yeah, there's 4 Archangel sigils. Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel, I believe. So we'll just put these out. I might have to rearrange them a little bit. And this is the deck by Allison Williams Yee, Soul Trees, that I usually just ask, like, what do you want to talk about today? What do the trees want to talk about? And then whatever cards we pull, that's our topic for today. So this is a little oracle reader improv for sure. I mean, although isn't all of it, I mean, you never know what's going to come through. You never know what you're going to get. That's life too. You got to learn to, like, I don't want to say like go with the punches. I don't want life to be punching you, but it's like if you're walking through the jungle and like there's like a monkey that swings over your head this way, and like you have to duck under a branch and you got to climb over a log, like you really have to like be versatile and fluid and flexible and kind of just ready to, gracefully move about. So doing the same thing in our own life is such a benefit. So I am giving these a shuffle. I'm just going to cut, and mix. I might rotate them. Do you ever do that with your card decks? Like rotate them like a spirally thing? That gets some upside down, that gets some reversed. I mean, you can mix them all up on the table if you want, but this is kind of a quicker, neater way to do it if you were just somewhere where you couldn't smear your cards all over the place. All right, so what do the trees want to talk about today? I'm done talking. That's how I feel like with a lot of things in my life. I'm done talking to you. I'm done talking about this. I'm done talking. I want quiet, right? Unless it's something that uplifts my soul or encourages me to be a better person. All right, there's our first card. Ooh. All right. 1 slipped out, which means I am holding a big chunk of deck and a little chunk of deck. So what I usually do is honor, I see the bottom card on the one. It's root chakra. Duh. Of course, this would come up this week. I'm just saying that to myself because I have been so trying to heal my root chakra and yet not be overrun by it, right? That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to honor the bottom cards. I'm going to honor the top cards too. And then, of course, this one that came out. All right, so ooh, the one that fell out is a reversed initiative. So, and then the one that I saw first off was a root chakra. Okay, now on top of that is adventure. So we have this initiative. We have a new adventure, or going on an adventure. We have our root chakra in between it. On the other deck, we have a reversed mystery. We don't know where we're going. And we have a reversed detachment. And we need to let go. Okay, so what's incredibly awesome to me immediately is the adventure tree that's on the left side and the reverse detachment tree on the right side really match. They both are blue and green, okay? This blue and green tree. Now, the adventure tree does have some red in it, which makes sense because it's right beside the first chakra card, which goes up into a reversed initiative. And I think initiative is the one card that when we looked in the guidebook, she didn't put it in, right? So I always think initiation when I see this card. However, initiative taking the initiative or not. I feel like the trees right now want to tell us to not feel like we have to take too much initiative about anything today. Like, I feel like the trees right away are saying energy is already set into motion. Like, you've already like culminated and brought things to you in a lot of ways. You've already got some momentum going with things. Like, there's not much you have to make happen. Like, things are just going to happen at this point. And yeah, that mystery card is reversed. It's this dark twilight tree, but it's like real purple or indigo, and it's like the sky behind it is purple, and there is a crescent moon in the sky. And it's like, yeah, we don't know the future, do we? My Jesus Calling book that I'm reading, because I told Lorraine I would, but I'm actually enjoying it. I think that's what its message was like today too. Like, quit looking to the future. Like, that's, you're getting yourself out of your present moment. And yeah, you're starting to like idolize worrying instead of being present and being now and being with the divine. And more words or less, I feel like that's what it was saying. So anyways, we have to sort of detach. We have the detachment tree reversed. We have to let go of what we think the future should look like, what we think anything should look like. We muddle it up with our expectations, and the trees are just saying, let go. So from the top, diagonal down to the right, okay, we have initiative, mystery, and detachment, and they're all upside down reversed. So I feel like the trees are saying, just stop, okay? You don't have to make anything happen. It's going to, but you need to trust more, because yeah, you can't see the future, and you don't need to see the future. You need to let go of thinking that you need to know what's going to happen. And yeah, that mystery card being reversed. It's like saying you hold yourself back from receiving so many blessings that you can't even fathom at this point. You know what I mean? Because you're just not letting yourself go. So there's a big like let go and let live kind of vibe over here. And really release your ego from thinking that it needs to run the show, needs to make things happen. Yes, it is a physical world, and you can move your furniture around by pushing it, right? And so we think that like that's how we're supposed to go at everything. We have to force it. We have to make it happen. And it's just saying, stop it. Stop trying so hard, and let the energy just flow. So when I look at these 3 trees diagonally with their branches reversed upside down, they are flowing. The energy is flowing. Boop, boop, boop. You're not going to be able to stop this. Okay, so then on the other side is the adventure card, and first chakra, the root chakra, coming in saying like, make sure you do ground your energy. I saw a big flash of light over in the corner. I'm like, where'd that come from? Make sure you ground your energy. We talked about that this week. If we want to go higher, if we want to have more of a spiritual experience, we have to have more of like just a grounded, earthy, elemental experience too. So ground your energy. Like as you let go and let your life be guided into the mysterious realms of this new adventure that you're going to start living, feel anchored in. Okay, so classic message from the tree guides, feel anchored in. Okay, get into that first root chakra. If there's any healing work, do it, but I feel like maybe we've done it because it's upright and it's right beside adventure. So yeah, keep staying grounded, keep being open, keep being excited, keep being brave enough to like try something new. Adventure. I mean, How does that word make you feel? Adventure. Let's go on an adventure. Like sometimes it feels like drudgery. You're like, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, what do I need to take? What should I wear? Like something bad might happen. Like there's a lot of like attachments that could go on this word adventure. Like some people might really like love it. Other people might not like it. But it is upright. And I think the message from the trees is like if you are grounded, you can kind of feel more secure to go on these mysterious adventures, like with an open mind and an open heart and just kind of like a lighthearted attitude that is going to be fun and it's going to be a new experience. It's going to be a little adventure, okay? Put on your boots. Boots are always appropriate for everything. All right, so let's see what the Wisdom of Trees by Jane Struthers, if it has anything to add on to this message of adventure. First, root chakra, initiative, mystery, and detachment. Okay, so I have it seems like a perfect place to put like 2 cards. Of course, I don't know where we're going to put our big old Celtic tree card. Or cards. All right, I might have to clear the space here a little bit, clear the desk, move my teacup. Today I'm drinking plantain tea. Just feel like I need to get the junk out of me energetically. Well, and you know what? I've been having a little coffee and been getting a lot of stuff done, but I've already like 3 days into it, woke up with like the needy headache. And I just cannot live my life being addicted to anything. I just don't want to. I'm just so turned off by addiction. I just, like, and I've been making my coffee weak. It's been like coffee tea. And it still does something in my body. And I've also had this kind of mysterious bellyache this week too, while I've been drinking coffee. So 1 + 1 does equal 2. So I'm just going to have to lay off. And I got so many herbs. Is it hot in here? Got so many herbs to use up before they start growing again. And that's always been my argument against coffee. Like, not even about caffeine or this or that, but it's my argument against drinking coffee for me personally has always been, well, I can't grow it. So like coffee does not grow in my backyard. I do not have access to any coffee beans here in Western Pennsylvania. So I just really like never thought that like I really should be drinking it in a lot of ways because it's not part of my habitat. But plantain is, raspberry leaves, they are. Mint, that I can go out in the summer and dry as much mint as I want. But yeah, no coffee plants growing anywhere. So yeah, just get over it, Sadie. See, this is my week. This is since my prayers of saying, show me what I'm not being honest about. Well, I'm not being honest about like what is actually beneficial for my body and what is not. So I'm being shown a lot of things this week that aren't all going to be easy to swallow. But I asked for the truth, so I have to keep my eyes open to it when it finds me. All right, those are our quick 2 cards we're going to do. We're just going to do top and bottom. Put the deck over here. Let's see what we got. We have pomegranate. Again, we just had pomegranate. It has a starry sky and it has a 5-pointed star. When you cut that pomegranate in half, it has beautiful flowers and leaves underneath. Do you think I couldn't remember what it means? No, that's why we have the guidebook. And then we have Monterey pine. I also feel like this has come in before because there's 2 birds flying in the sky, and that's what I noticed about it the last time, that it signifies a relationship. So the Monterey pine, really tall pine tree, it's got a big old pine cone and long pine needles, is in kind of snuggled in between. Well, we've got the archangel sigils vertical on the table. And so this card is surrounded by mystery and detachment. So my first message coming in from the trees is like, remember what we were saying about you don't need to know the future. You need to let go of your expectations. Like, come on now. It has something to do with a relationship, but we'll also see what the Monterey Pine tree has to say about that. Now, pomegranate has this great red vibe. It's right under the first root chakra, right under the first chakra. So that's pretty cool because we've got this red thing going on over here. The blue sky matches the blue in the adventure tree. I mean, a nighttime adventure, a starry adventure, a cosmic adventure, a celestial adventure, right? And how do we tie that in with this whole week with going deep with echinacea? As we go higher, we must go deeper. So make sure you are doing your deep healing in your root chakra. Make sure it's grounded and balanced and anchored in, because you are going on a celestial adventure with another person. There it is. There's the message. I'm so excited. There it is. I can see it so clearly now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Yeah, the rain is definitely gone. We got snow. Okay. I just literally almost want to jump into the Celtic tree, but we have to look in the book first. So that was my message. We have a red border, which is the power cards, and a blue border, which is the being. So there is power in just being, right? That's what the trees started out saying, like, quit trying to manipulate everything. There's so much more power in just being in the state of frequency that you want to be. Once you dive into your mind and you start trying to like make everything happen, you just don't have as much power. Like, yeah, like you can plow your way through best you can, but you're not lined up with the energies of the universe. You're not letting your divine helpers help you because you're not in alignment anymore. So there's definitely a big message of alignment, like the archangel sigils that are on these crystal stones, like they're in a straight line. The Monterey Pine tree, it grows straight up. Like a lot of these other trees, they like start up straight up, but then they go this way and that way. They got all these off branches. They're really just all over the place. Like the first root chakra has even got a little curve in its trunk. But the Monterey Pine is like, there's only one way, and that is up. It grows straight up. So we're going to start with that one. Monterey Pine. It's in the being trees, which is really cool because like that's where like the papal tree is, and the banyan, and all these really like cedar of Lebanon and baobab. Like there's all these incredible worldly trees in that category. And then there's Monterey Pine. Why does it get to sit at the dinner table with all these majestic, enlightened trees? Because Monterey Pine has the message of purpose. Purpose. That's how important your purpose is. When you find something that gives you purpose, things do line up for you. They really, really do. So the Monterey Pine Deva says, I grow tall and straight as I stretch ever upward toward the sky. My timber is used around the world, so I am planted more widely than any of my pine cousins. I signify strength of purpose, and I can help you to find your own purpose in life too. So yeah, I would say like we don't maybe know exactly our purpose. That's why the mystery card is reversed. Maybe we're embarking into a segment of our life that we will uncover a new purpose, right? I think our purpose can change, but ultimately, always standard, all of our purposes is to be in joy, to connect with love, right? To stay in that peaceful state of being. That's everybody's purpose. And then like once you connect with that, everything else is just kind of like secondary purpose. But like ultimately, we all have the same peaceful, loving, joyful, blissful purpose. But then after that, we get a little diversity. So yeah, right way up, the message is let yourself be guided by your inner sense of purpose. Know what you have to do and then focus on it. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by superficial tasks or diversions that waste your time and effort. So I'll just interject my own personal life now. Over the last year, I can almost say year now, between, I'll just say that over the last year, I've really noticed how much people waste my time. And I'm not saying that rudely. I'm just saying that, like, the drama I had last year, like, ending a 13-year-long marriage, like that was super distracting. My podcast struggled, my sense of joy struggled. Like I really was so distracted, right? And so then I kind of wrapped that up, but I was still attracting distractions for so long. And to an extent, I'm still attracting distractions. So it's really important for me to be like, listen, if I'm going to let this next distraction in, it better be well worth my time, right? There better be a benefit to it, right? There better be an increase in frequency, not a decrease, right? Something needs to be added to it or else it's not worth it. So yeah, don't be distracted by superficial tasks or superficial people. Really stay focused on your purpose, know what you have to do, and do it. So if like you think like, oh my God, it's really been hard for me to concentrate on anything, or I just feel like I just can't achieve what I want, right? If you're falling into that, then you need to ask yourself why this is. Are you simply feeling restless and bored, or are you frightened to reach your full potential? So that is what I was praying for yesterday. Like, all right, I'm ready to be honest with myself, what I'm not being honest about, what I'm carrying with me that I can let go. Like, really, like, show me everything just show me everything now, okay? And then it's like, okay, so maybe you need to make that request too. Like, show me why I'm not getting anything done. Show me why I'm letting myself be so distracted. Show me my fears. Show me why I would do that. And then you can start to understand yourself, your patterns, your situation. And then once you can see it, then you're aware of it, then you're observing it. And then a lot of stuff just dissipates and dissolves, or you'll suddenly be like, oh, aha, now I know what I need to do. Now I'm inspired to resolve that, or now I'm at least aware of it. So whenever I catch myself doing it or being distracted or putting up with somebody's bullshit when I shouldn't be, I'm gonna not do that anymore, and I'm gonna get in alignment with my purpose. I'm gonna grow tall and straight towards that which I am drawn to, just like the moon pulls at the water. There's a purpose that you have that pulls at you just like that, right? Sometimes it's ebb and flow, but it never lets go. You know what I mean? Like, your dreams never forget you. You might forget them, but they never forget you, honey. You dreamt them, they exist, and they're gonna keep on tugging at you every once in a while and reminding you of something that you would enjoy, something that you could file under being your purpose. All right, so we're not going to get nerdy with it today. We're just going to skip on over to pomegranate because it's already after 10. Dang, what a late start. But you know what? I just feel like I have to detach, like the trees are telling me, and be like, oh, well. Sometimes you just have to not care what's going on around you, because pomegranate says it's all about the inner journey. The inner journey. So this is under root chakra, the inner journey into your chakras, right? Ooh, so this adventure card is actually an inner adventure. You're going to go on an inner adventure within. The pomegranate deva says, I am the fruit of the underworld, and I will guide you on your inner journey as you enter the rich realms of your unconscious. I can help you to interpret your dreams. Oh God, sorry. I can help you to interpret your dreams and to gain a deeper understanding of the world around you. My dreams at night have been complete hogwash. Just good Lord. So that's why I could not hold that in. But anyways, yeah, like, why am I dreaming ridiculous things? Is there a message in there? Sure. Pomegranate, help me understand and interpret my dreams so that, yeah, I can gain a deeper understanding of the world around me and the world within me. And I think this is awesome that it is an inner adventure into the root chakra, okay, into that unconscious energy that we are holding in our wombs, that we're holding in our pelvis, that we're holding in our root chakra. So the message is to use your intuition and instincts to tune into the major themes in your life. All right, so this inner journey, gonna have some inner guidance because all your wisdom is within. You know what's good for you. You know what's not. Meditation will help you to still your mind so that inspiration can strike. And creative visualization will help you to plan your life's path. So yeah, I just was saying I wanted to meditate today. Meditation will help you still your mind, right? Quiet down so then inspiration can get in there, can strike, can come out of nowhere like, oh, okay, now I know what I want to do. And creative visualization will help you to plan your life's path. This new adventure, this adventure into your life. Yes, but first, before you make any plans outside of yourself, you need to go within. You really do. Before we make any plans outside of ourselves, we must go within. We must use our intuition, and we must connect with our purpose without letting anyone get us in our way. So yeah, that's why we have that strong message of detachment over there as well. Because it's like, hey, you just kind of have to tell everybody, I love you, but I got to do what's best for me, and you got to do what's best for you. And yeah, it would be nice to fly in that sky with another bird of similar feather, right? They look like they're talking in the sky almost, like they're all like, which way, this way, that way, like, but they're together, they're on this adventure. They have similar purpose. So yeah, that's a great thing to project into our future manifestations. Similar purposes, right? Connecting with people that jive, that have the same vibe, that have the same similar purpose, especially within themselves. So you don't have to do the exact same things. You don't have to go twinning with each other, but it's like, yeah, on the inner level, like when you close your eyes, when you go inside, like you have similar vibrational energetics within you. Yeah, more of that, please. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our herb of the week, echinacea, and I dedicate these affirmations to my beautiful sponsors and patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me. I am protected. I stimulate the deep magic within me. My defenses are strengthened as I break up and release old energies. I heal my grievances and allow myself to awaken to my true essence. Through artistry and daring, I create new visions for myself. Yes, indeed, I am protected. I stimulate the deep magic within me. My defenses are strengthened as I break up and release old energies. I heal my grievances and allow myself to awaken to my true essence. Through artistry and daring, I create new visions for myself. So be it, and so it is. Amen, sisters. All right, so you liked how I snuck in the affirmations there? I didn't even warn you this time. Just blasted that affirmation music. I am protected. I stimulate the deep magic within me. So yeah, the mystery. That card really does have a message of magic. So yeah, like if we feel like we have had less magic, and that's what that message is, it's reversed. So we've had less magic in the mystery. Why? Because we haven't aligned ourselves with our purpose. So as that Monterey pine tree grows tall and straight, it grows right up into the mystery, right up into the magic. So this all comes under the initiative tree, right? So we'll know what to do once we get inspired to do it, once we get in alignment, once we embark on that inner adventure in our chakra system. I think that's so important right now. I even like the way I lined up the sigils today. It's like, yes, make sure your chakras. Do a chakra meditation. Get on YouTube. There's so many to do. Just meditate. There's a lot of clearing meditations. Like if you feel like you're that tree that's growing crooked, maybe do a chakra clearing meditation. There are tons. There's absolutely tons. I like Solara Ann Ra. She's awesome. What's that guy's name with the British accent? Oh, I used to link to all his videos. He was so good. I mean, you type it in, they'll come up. Or the right one for you will come up. You got to trust a little bit more in synchronicities for the right things to find you at the right time. Okay, so I have no idea where to put this Celtic card. Like, I didn't leave enough room at the bottom. There's room like on the sides, sorta. I don't know. I guess I have to detach from thinking I know where it's supposed to go. All right, so let's get a Celtic tree. One would be fine by me because, one would be fine because everybody's awake now. The heater's kicking on. The house is like making noise. But everyone's going to be quiet on set while I'm recording here, I'm sure. Okay, let's do the one off the bottom, which is the yew tree. All right. Oh my gosh. And then on the top, we better do the top and the bottom, is the ash tree. Okay. This is the third time we've gotten the ash tree. So let's just go there first because we need to be reminded about something. The macrocosm and the microcosm, reflections, mirrors, uniting inner and outer worlds, as above, so below. Okay, so we'll put that in the top left because it said inner and outer worlds. Well, pomegranate is an inner journey. And so as we connect within, it will just ultimately connect the outer world as well. As above, so below. That's our message this week. Oh my gosh. As you go higher, you need to go lower. All right, so I'm going to move my cup because then on the other side of this, because it needs to be balanced. Oh yes. We will put the yew tree up in the top right corner and see what it has to say. It'll be wedged in between mystery and detachment. And right now we're looking at the ash tree. Oh, you'll recognize it because it's the third time we pulled this card this year. So the ash tree is really important for us right now. The totems are the world tree, dolphins, mermaids, water sprites, and runes. So yet another message for me to connect with my runes, perhaps. They travel well. They could go on some adventures with me if I wanted to take them. This is Odin, the Three Fates, the Muse, Oracle of Delphi. Like, this is all the guides that come with this card, with the ash tree. This is the tree that Odin hung himself for 9 days and nights, and he was rewarded with the runes, right? So surrender and compassion. Surrender and compassion are this tree's message, as it teaches us about receptivity and intuition. Okay, so pomegranate also wants you to use your intuition. Come on now, girl. You know. Use your intuition. Sorry for being so sexist. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You know it. You know what you want. Now go get it. So it teaches us about receptivity and intuition. Or really, maybe it's not even go get it. Maybe it's like, let it be drawn to you, right? Let it be drawn to you. But once you get your sights on something, it's all right to focus in. It's all right to energetically pull it to you. All right, listen to this. Ash invites us to dive deep into our own inner wisdom. It is here that we meet the mystery. Okay, so I totally regret now not putting it on the right side beside mystery, because that would have been cool. So this is the place of enchantment and magic. We have the influence of water and the magic of the water sprites and mermaids. We follow the cycles of the moon. All right, I'm switching these cards because the moon is over there. The moon is over there. So we're switching these cards now. It's my podcast, you guys. It's my oracle land. Now that feels different that it's over there. We follow the cycles of the moon. We dive into our own inner wisdom. It is here that we meet the mystery. We drift into dreams and visions and reverie. All right, but it was pomegranate that said about the dreams. Am I really going to switch these back? I'm going to stop. I am going to stop. So we've never read the reversed meaning of this card, but something just jumped out at me in the reversal meaning. It says, perhaps you are struggling with an addiction that has gotten you into trouble and have hit your bottom. If you have been attempting to medicate your pain rather than face it, know that there are great riches awarded to those who are willing to finally deal with their own demons. So that's really interesting, because, we've been kind of touching on addictions this week a tiny bit here and there. Quit numbing yourself. Ask, like I did, ask to be shown the truth. So yeah, this is a great message to embrace our intuition, our feminine side, our sympathetic nature, our empathy, our ability to feel. Choose healing and spiritual experience over indulgence and escapism. Whoa. Now I love this. We got that initiative card, the first one. It was reversed. I was like, the trees want us to quit trying to force everything into place. And the ash tree is less about doing and more about being and about noticing. So the ash tree is saying, pay attention to what is showing up in your life. Your outer world reflects your inner world. If you see things that you are not happy with, begin to make changes. Changes within will reflect in the outer world. Changes without will reflect in the inner world. So yeah, it's all right to change things. It's suggested to seek communion with your higher self and with divinity. Yeah, follow your intuition and your higher heart and your higher mind. Whew. So anyways, dang. The ash tree, once again. Let's just read its message that it wants to tell us, because apparently we need to hear it again. If it's come through 3 times now, maybe this time when I talk, I will actually listen. I am the stately ash. I have come to tell you that it is safe to dive into your inner world. Here you will and can receive guidance, healing, and assurance. If you find that you are not moving forward, try to practice patience and keep your intentions clear. Sometimes you are asked to wait for the perfect alignment between the right moment and what you desire. Check in. When you create a strong and loving field, you draw to you what it is you desire, because like attracts like. Sometimes restraint is necessary as the universe lines up the building blocks for what you want to manifest. I am here to teach you patience and faith. Sometimes you are asked to mend fences or clean up your act before things can fall into place. Forgiving self and others is important. Try to find the time to help someone else. This is the best medicine for a broken heart. So my favorite part is saying sometimes you are asked to mend fences or clean up your act before things can fall into place. Yeah, sometimes it's like what you want is ready to come to you, but actually you're not ready for it. So you need to kind of clean up your act and get everything just perfect so that like can attract like. And if you don't like what you are attracting, then clean up your act, because like attracts liked, and you attracted it, honey. So the yew tree is all about the Grim Reaper and vultures and the crone aspect of the goddess, Pluto, Anubis, and the ancestors. All right, I may have switched these trees, but now I can see how they can go on either side, because all those to me connect with the mystery, right? Absolutely, but all those too can be a new adventure. So actually, pomegranate was the fruit of the underworld, and so yeah, that really does kind of coincide with the Grim Reaper and Anubis. So this is cool. The keywords are all about death and rebirth, legacies, ancestors, transition, transformation, transmutation, reincarnation, endings and beginnings, and regeneration. Of course, that is what the yew tree teaches us, regeneration. So the yew tree, and we've pulled it with our other deck, they live for a real long time. You'll often find them in the cemeteries of Great Britain. They maintain the silence for the souls that have crossed the veil. With them, we move toward winter and the winter solstice as the yew marks endings and rebirth. So the yew tree also stands for silence, contemplation, meditation. It links us to the ideas of rebirth and reincarnation. This tree brings us to the threshold that leads us into the dead of winter and the long darkness before the light. There is the promise of regeneration here, but we have to get through the winter first. So in the other deck, I always love hearing that, like, she rebuilds herself from the inside out. Like, the yew tree can seem like she's dead on the outside, but she is building herself from the inside out. She regenerates from within. So when you get this card in a reading, expect some sort of ending. And remember, I originally had it on the other side with the 2 birds, maybe an ending of relationship that isn't serving you anymore. What are you done with? What have you completed? What have you had enough of? What is asking you to let it go? You may not know where you are going, but you don't need to. The you asks you to embrace change, to follow the process. Something is dissolving, so something new can be birthed. And so mind you, this is right above the adventure card. So now if when we read the ash tree, if that part about heartache resonated with you, maybe you are dealing with some grief in your life, or maybe someone has passed in your life. So the yew tree wants you to be open to messages from those on the other side of the veil who have passed through the veil. She is here to assure you that death is only a threshold into another dimension of existence. Communication is possible with those who have passed over. Your loved ones are not lost to you. So look to your synchronicities and your dreams. Lots of dreaming this week. I always prefer to dream with my eyes open, right? Those daydreams. But there is such magic and mystery in the dreams that we have at night. Sometimes they're just crazy. But yeah, there are messages in there, and that is one way for your loved ones to communicate with you. So it says transformation and transmutation involve evolutionary changes. We become something new. We are rebirthed at a new level of awareness and consciousness. So once again, it is time for prayer, silence, and the contemplation of the mysteries and the unknown. Are you truly living your life? Can you create a bigger life? Are you willing to have Source work through you to create beauty, harmony, and peace for the world? You will connect you to your ancestors and to the places from which they came. There is much ancient knowledge here to access. Are you open to their guidance? It's a great question. Are you going to be open to the guidance of the ancestors? Are you willing to have Source work through you? This was in that channeling that I listened to just yesterday. It was talking about how if you want to become more creative, then just start, drawing circles on your paper and coloring them in with vibrant colors. It's like a clarion call to the energetics of the universe that you are ready to become more creative. Now, are you willing to allow Source to work through you to create beauty, harmony, and peace? Like artwork never is from you. It only comes through you. So you need to start looking at like all of your projects like that. Like I'm not making this oracle message. It's coming through me. I didn't make any of this. I just came through me. That's why all I have to do is show up. Like I don't have to make anything happen here. Energy comes through me. I was talking to Benjamin, a Reiki practitioner last night. He doesn't make the energy. He doesn't create the energy. The energy comes through him. He's the conduit. He's the channel of that energy. So it's like, yeah, are you willing to have Source work through you to create beauty, harmony, and peace for the world? Can you create a bigger life? Are you truly living your life? Are you ready to be open to guidance? Are you ready for this new adventure within? And when you adventure within with these energies and allow these energies to flow through you, they come out into your outer world. It's just law. It's just the way it is. So let's end our hangout with the tree guides today by finishing with the message of the yew. Literally, the yew and ash can flip-flop places on this spread as many times as they want, because they both work on both sides. They're really versatile. They helped connect all the other cards in a really beautiful, brilliant way. All right, so let's get the message from you. I am the you. I connect you to the aspirations of your lineages and your ancestors. I connect you to your homelands. I hold ancient spiritual teachings and knowledge. I am full of hope of your people. I connect you to loved ones who have passed over. I am here to remind you that space and time are inventions, not the true foundation of reality. Be patient. I offer you courage and inner knowing. Do not be afraid of change or death. They are just portals into new beginnings. Breathe deeply. Listen to the inner silence in which you can hear what has gone before and that which endures for all time. You are part of an important legacy. You are a steward of Mother Earth with work to do. Protect her, as she is a paradise. And be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with love and respect. You are a holy being of great potential. Grief will deepen you. Allow us to fill you with hope and trust and belief that the light will return. And you will burn even brighter than you could have imagined. You are loved. So, wow, what is our purpose here on earth? You are a steward of the earth. You're here to take care of Gaia. You are here to anchor in lighted energies into this reality. You have a lot of work to do. And by work, I mean feeling good. I mean meditating. I mean getting into alignment, resonating with things that are in your highest good and the highest good of the all, letting your vibration do your attracting for you, right? Like attracts like. So there were so many great messages. Thank you, thank you, Ash, thank you, Pomegranate, thank you, Pine. You really brought our attention to a lot of things that we can let go of, that we can start doing. We definitely need to meditate, and we definitely need to go within. Of course, there were lots of other messages, but those are the ones that I am going to act on first and all day, and just really give myself permission to be guided and say, yes, I am ready to allow more of that energy to flow through me and manifest out into this beautiful reality that we have here on earth. So much love to you.